Reason 5565 why men matter. Studies have shown that 2.5-year-olds choose dad to play with over mom, and here's why. Fathers tend to shift games repeatedly with the baby. They notice that the child gets bored. Mothers tend to play a bit differently, as they will persist in showing a baby a picture in a book that they think is important for the child's development. Now, when they observed play with fathers, they noticed something different, that the father will shift games more frequently, based on if the father gets bored or if the child looks bored. The baby usually got disappointed when the first game ended, but then dad started a new and exciting game. And in this process, the baby learns self-regulation and is critical for their development. And this makes dad's hyperactive, super goofy way of playing extremely important.
Despite her being a chameleon, she is right about this. Fathers matter a lot more than the feminist agenda wants you to believe. And speaking of beliefs, I truly believe that this video covers one of many reasons why kids feel connected with their fathers, and in some cases more so than with their mothers. My son loved being with me much more than his mom when he was 2.5, and I'd even go so far as to say that it goes back before he could crawl to now with him almost being 10 years old. And part of that is unquestionably because he and I did a lot of things together, and we still do a lot of things together, versus his mom, who has him play on a screen while she herself will play World of Warcraft and Second Life. They don't really do much more beyond sitting behind electronic devices and nerd out. Whoop-de-freaking-do. And add to it, since most kids grow up with having their father either being the breadwinner or the absent parent, the yearning is there far more. So when the kid sees daddy, that's who they want to go to. It's to fill in a void that the child has been feeling. To further it, there are things that fathers do that mothers never can. Boys cannot learn how to be a man from a woman because they are not men, no matter how hard they pretend to be, especially when June comes in. Daughters cannot see what kind of man they should look for in a husband, and they will look for that nowhere to be found love from Chad and Tyrone. Then you have my son specifically. I guarantee that he loves me more than his mother, not just because of what has been mentioned already, but because she has abandoned him 3 times in his life. My mother has been more of a mom to him than his own mother has. Does he still love his mother? Yes. He is usually thrilled to see her during the 2 weekends a month that we go over there, which is sometimes just one. And to top it off, I'm the one who provides transportation because she's too lazy to ride the local bus system. Sorry, this was a bit of a rant, but it's shit like this that proves why International Men's Day is important, which is tomorrow, by the way, and why the you-know-whos oppose it. That's something else that you need to think about. People oppose International Men's Day partially for these reasons. Stay strong, my brothers, and never forget that if you abuse alcohol, it will abuse you back.